Now we're going to take a look at queries when we have two related tables. We've been doing queries with just one table, and now we're going to pull information from both of these tables and put it together in one query. And this is where Access starts to show its power. So I've opened the representatives table and the benefits table, and I've added rep name down here, and I've added hire date down here from the benefits table, and we want to set a criteria, and we could type in our criteria here, but I want to show you a different way to do it. If I hold the shift key down and type F2, I get this, it's called the zoom box. Zoom makes it sound fun. And then I'm going to type between, and I'm being very careful here. I meant to put that capital letter in, 3/1/2011. And again, I meant to put the capital letter in, 11/30/2011. Now I'm going to click OK, and it inserts the criteria down here. It puts that number sign in so that that's our between operator. If you look at page 85, it gives you a little bit more of that information there. Okay, and now it's important to write zeros and not the letter O. I am going to run that query. Let's see what it looks like. So we've got 3 people who were hired within those parameters between March and November of 2011. And I'm going to save to Nov hires. That's what it asked us to save it as. And OK. And it popped up over here in my queries. Now let's use that wildcard that we used before. So let's say that we want to find any representative who was hired in 2012. We want to do something a little bit easier than what we just did. So we're going to go to design, create, and then design our query again. We want the representatives table and the benefits table. And we're done with the tables, and we want the rep ID, and we want the rep name, so we're getting a little more information here, and we want the hire date. Okay, so we want hire date criteria of 2012, and let's use that wildcard so it'll have anything in 2012. That wildcard is pretty handy when we're looking for something, but maybe we're not being really precise. Let's see what we get if we run our query. 3 representatives hired in 2012, and we're going to save reps in 2012, and I didn't use any spaces there because Access doesn't like spaces. We'll say OK. Since we're under 4 minutes here, I'm just going to go ahead and do one more query. So let's say that we remember that there's this company and its name has blue in it, but we're not really sure the rest of the company name and we can't find it in our list. So we'll just run a query. Create, do our query design, and our clients, and we want our sales table. And I guess we want a client ID too. So yeah, we'll get that from there. Close, and we want the client ID for our first field, and we want the client name for our second field, and we want the sales for our third field. And then for any client, we want anything that is blue. So we type blue and that wildcard and hit tab. We're looking for anything that's like blue in the client's table. So let's see what we find. We'll hit that run button. There, it's Blue Ridge. That's what I was trying to remember. And we're going to save that as blue client. Okay. And I'll close that.